We are Si and Sophie. This is Coastal News, a home and away podcast, your weekly episode companion podcast for your favourite Aussie soap.
Hello everybody, welcome back. This is First Look, where we look at the episode synopsis for the week and comment on what's coming up in the Bay. I'm here with Si. Hi Si.
Hello, good evening, you okay?
Yes, thanks to you.
Oh, not too shabby.
Good. Are you ready to find out what's going to happen this week?
Yes, bring it.
Bring it on.
Bring it. Is Jacob back? Come on.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I'm not skipping ahead, so I'm going to read it at the same time as you. So, episode number, can you guess?
7932.
Yes, spot on. Damn it, how did you do this? I put it in front of me and I was like, oh, really?
Trying to remember from last week.
Okay. So it says Ziggy escapes from bed rest. So I'd forgotten about this. So last time we saw Ziggy, she was in hospital still, wasn't she? And Dean had been arrested for this bogus allegation. And then presumably she's been discharged and she's at home now, but she's on bed rest, I'm guessing.
Yeah, wasn't there she needs to there was a she must rest and oh no, that was before Dean was arrested because she was using that as like a controlling.
Yeah, but I think it was, you need to take it easy for a few days, wasn't it? So
no work, no okay. So she's
escaped from bed rest. So I think they're back home now, probably, because Bree's dropped all these charges against, or dropped all the accusations against Dean, hasn't she? Now realised that it's her that's got the problem. So I'm guessing Ziggy's back at home. She's supposed to be resting up, but she's doing anything but. That sounds very Ziggy, doesn't it?
Sounds Ziggy. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah. We know what she's like. And it says Felicity is a stubborn matchmaker. So
Cash and Eden.
Yeah, definitely, because they've been looking at each other and she caught them, didn't she? Almost kissing on the last
half
episode.
Embraced. Yeah. And he's probably got a semi that he wants to see too.
Sorry. Excuse me. Choking on my lemonade.
You were expecting that. Yeah. He's been stopped in, mid tracks.
Oh, okay. I had to check what you were saying then. I was like, really? Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, don't be sorry. I loved it. I nearly died, but I loved it. Shocking. And then obviously we know that she's seen them because, unbeknownst to her, these wedding dresses have gone missing, haven't they? And Eden's gone to Cash and said, I need your help to get them back off the record. So I need to track this person down that's sold them and selling them. So she's walked in and seen them sort of, tete-a-tete around the laptop, doesn't know the reason why yet. But the next line for the synopsis on this episode is Cash is Eden's hero. So it's looking like these wedding dresses might get tracked down by the sounds of things. Yeah.
Or is there a bit of jeopardy involved?
Possibly.
Like they've gone to this ropey house in Mangrove River that's stolen the dresses and
Carol.
Eden's being kidnapped and tied up and gunpoint and
escalated much.
And Cash saves the day because they don't know he's a copper.
Yes.
And he pulls out his badge and goes, stop.
I wondered where you were going. That was the last comment. Was that his truncheon?
Semi.
Oh, we've descended into madness already. It's only been a minute. Oh dear.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. It sounds like there's some kind of perilous thing that's going to be happening then. I don't know.
That's a word for it, yeah.
Tane plans a surprise.
Well, everyone's planning surprises.
Well, What's Tane's surprise? Because he's already told Flick about his idea to go to New Zealand for like a honeymoon, like traveling around, meeting the family, showing her, the country that he's from. And
yeah, and I must tell you, that's not my idea of a honeymoon.
No.
Being introduced to all the family. I don't know about you.
Not really, no. No.
No, I'm not on board with that, to be honest.
No.
Maybe after all that, maybe it is actually a honeymoon in Bali or something.
Possibly, or maybe both. Maybe meet the family and then run away. I don't know. Can't think what the surprise is though. No.
I spoke to the rep and there's a really good scuba diving day trip and I booked us on it. It includes lunch.
Could well be. Might not be Reading related at all, mightn't it? It might be something else. I don't know. Can Xander and Stacey be just friends?
Okay, you were saying this, weren't you, on the main app yesterday? So, yeah, Stacey's obviously sticking around a bit, and Xander's going to struggle with that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Xander, like we say, Xander, he attaches himself quickly. It's not going to be cut and dry as him saying, "Not for me, soz, see ya." Yeah. He was into her, wasn't he? So, yeah. And Stacey will mount anything that she passes.
That's harsh.
There's a theme tonight. Oh God!
The claws out tonight. Yeah. Like so, we were talking on the last episode, weren't we, yesterday, about Stacey. She's got this job in the gym. It seems to be that she's not leaving anytime soon, but this Xander thing's fizzled out now. So if she is going to stick around, he is going to see her. Are we going to see her dating other people from the Bay? Are we going to see her dating other people that are extras, that we don't get introduced to? How's Xander going to feel about that? It's an odd one. I don't know how they're going to end this story, really, unless they do decide they can't just be friends and she decides to leg it off to Yabby Creek and get a job there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be, couldn't it? Justin's competitive side takes over and an unlikely golf star is born. Oh dear.
An unlikely golf star. I hope to God it's Marilyn, because that'll be gold.
I'd love to see her with her heels trotting about on a golf course.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the day and we used to see her trying to fish and
yes.
That sort of classic comedy Marilyn.
Yeah.
And again, scenes like that would be aching back to Home and Away of old. And we were talking about that, sort of celebrating Home and Away on yesterday's episode. That could be a little nod to something like that, because Marilyn used to get up to all sorts of silly things like that.
She did, but
that would be good.
She is meant to be organising it with Rue, isn't she? So she allowed to enter it as well. I don't know.
Yeah, but old Jezza might not turn up, and she might have to step in.
That's true. Gerald from the Surf Lifesaving Committee. We need to meet this Gerald.
Because he's always got something to say. Just never see him.
No. Okay, we'll have to wait and see who that is then. Stacey plays by Xander's rules. Xander's setting rules for her. That's odd.
I'm going to make them. So I wonder if she agrees to jack it all in and be with him.
Oh, I don't see that happening.
Well,
maybe he's saying, if you're sticking around in the Bay, you can't date anybody that I know. Or that's what I'm thinking. He's going to get territorial.
Right. Could be. But if it's what I was thinking, when she says, he might have said to her, because yes, in the one before it was,
can Xander and Stacey
can they be
friends? Yeah.
What if they can and they want to be more than? But Xander has to say to her, well, I want it to just be dating nobody else.
I don't think she would do that.
There's going to be trust problems then. Because Xander's not going to trust her as far as he can throw her, is he?
No, I think that's unlikely, because last week she was like, I'm not going to change, this is who I am. Don't manipulate me by trying to make it, tell me that you're only going to date me. I'm not going to only date you. I think this is, we can be friends, but if I see you flirting with Remy or if I see you flirting with Xander, it's going to be difficult for me. I think he's that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just find Xander a little bit exhausting in that obsessive. He's obviously got feels for her, and he doesn't want his heart broken, does he? But he can't dictate who she dates.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh dear. The golf tournament ends in scandal.
Scandal?
Yeah.
God, what on earth has gone on?
I don't know. Be anything, couldn't it? Oh, hang on. Then the next bit, Justin makes amends. So Justin's part of the scandal, I'm guessing. I think he cheats. Try and win.
Yeah, something's... Yeah. Yeah, or he's nicked the car or something.
He's done something wrong, hasn't he? Got his competitive sides got out, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see about
what
that
else
one.
can we say about that? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Bree finds a friend in Ziggy, and Remy fears for Bree's safety. So this is off the back of last week, isn't it? So Dean went round, and I thought this was really big of him. When she said, actually, I've made a mistake. It's not Diggy, it's me, my husband. And I thought that when Dean found out about this, he was just going to fly off the handle. I mean, he wasn't happy, was he?
He was gonna, wasn't he, really?
Yeah, he wasn't happy. But when Cash explained, was it Cash that explained it to him? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Cash explained it to him, and then he went round to see her, didn't he? And I thought, oh God, is he going to blow his top at her? Because this is just going to make it 10 times worse. And actually, I was quite impressed with him because he came around and he said, I'm not happy that you did it. I understand why you did it. I'm really sorry that this happened to you. I'm really sorry that your husband's, abusive and he's been hitting you. It's awful. I grew up in a place where that was quite, normal. My friends were going through this with when I was growing up. They, their dads were like that, and it's something I saw in everyday life. It's something I don't want to be. I don't do that with Ziggy. It's not something I'll ever do with her. And I thought the way that he handled that was actually really good, because he said to her, I'm going to drop it now. That's it. We're good. And he just walked away, didn't he? And then presumably he's gone home to tell Ziggy, the charges have been dropped or whatever that happened down the station. And he's going to have to tell her, okay, Bree's in this horrible situation where she put 2 and 2 together because she was self-reflecting and, projecting her issues onto us. So Ziggy is going to know about it, isn't she? So this unlikely friendship now between Bree and Ziggy looks like it's going to...
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, did you?
No, I didn't.
I thought Ziggy might have been a bit upset about... Dean must fill her in, maybe. I thought she'd be just as upset,
Yeah,
expectant mother.
Hormones. She's got more empathy than I think Dean has. I think Dean's kind of like kicks off, isn't he? And like, I can't believe she did that to me.
Yeah.
He'll probably say to her, it's over, and it's done with, I'm over it, whatever. But he'll still be fuming when he gets home that he's had to go. I mean, to be fair, who wouldn't be? You've been dragged off to the police station and accused of hitting your partner. That's pretty awful, isn't it? You're going to be pissed off if that's not true.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see it from his point of view from that. But I think Ziggy, when she hears why Bree did it, she'll just feel sorry for her and just want to help her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably what that is. But the Remy fears for Bree's safety, I mean, that's very cryptic, but that sort of makes me think, is Jacob back, or I don't know.
I think he's got to be, hasn't he? I think he's on his way. I think there's that phone call now that Remy took over. I think Jacob's going to realise that Remy and Bree are sort of, close while he's not around. I don't think he'll realise at the stage where we're up to quite how close, you know, but, his back's been turned. The way Jacob's probably going to see it is Remy has sort of manipulated her into reporting him.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think he'll want to be there to confront at the earliest opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm really nervous about it happening. If I'm being honest, I want to see it, but I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit too invested in this.
I know. There's no mention of Jacob actually, because that episode ends with the fears for Bree's safety, and the next one starts with not everyone is excited for Ziggy and Dean's baby. So completely off topic there.
It's probably Ziggy.
Not everyone is excited for Ziggy and Dean's baby. I don't know. I can't think.
Well, Max mentioned about wanting to move out, but she has been quite excited about, being an anti-Mac.
Yes.
The only person who doesn't seem excited about Ziggy having a baby is Ziggy.
Yeah, that's true.
Who else could it be?
I don't know. Everyone else I can think of has been quite pleased for them, haven't they? And it's not really anybody else's, apart from the immediate family. So Mac, obviously she's Dean's sister. Anybody else, it doesn't really matter whether they get excited or not, does it? It's nothing
They've
to do
got no
with
neighbours.
That's true, on the farm, aren't they? Oh, do you think it's... No, Karen knows, doesn't she? Karen's excited. Karen's buying prams.
Yeah, Karen knows. She seems to be our game.
Nana Kaz. Jai? Amber.
Oh, could be Jai. Yeah.
Does Amber know?
Mm.
The old ex there.
What's it got to do with her though?
Because Jai's now got a little brother or sister. I don't know. I've clutching at straws. I've got absolutely no idea who that is. And then to end the week, we've got John tests Irene's patience.
John tests positive for COVID.
I think he does this on the daily, doesn't he? Doesn't he normally test Irene's patience? I mean, she's always like rolling her eyes at him or John. And
yeah, but I think Irene knows how to handle him. I think she's one of the few women that do. So she's testing his patience. Is this an overspill of the golf thing? Doesn't sound like a very exciting week, this.
No, I don't think it's going to be high drama unless Jacob is there and they're just being very cryptic about that Bree's safety thing. I don't know.
What were the other prizes of the golf thing? We've got
a car, we've got the year's supply of coffee, and we've got the 200 quid DIY voucher that I know of. I don't know about anything else.
Maybe John's won the coffee and he's trying to order it all.
That's true. Yeah. Can I have 6 flat whites to go, please, Irene?
Yeah.
And a donut.
Maybe he's like me with my tea. A year's supply is
2 boxes.
More than just
2 boxes of 5 and some cling film. I'm still dying about that. We had a tweet about that in the week. Who was it that tweeted us? Was it Michelle?
Oh, yeah. Yes, she was still laughing at it days later. I'm glad I provide so much entertainment for you, Michelle. Love.
I'm also still laughing about it.
I was fuming.
Oh, dear.
So you don't just make a decision to clean your cupboards lightly. God, that shit takes ages.
It's still funny. I'm sorry. Oh dear.
So maybe John's in there trying to cash in his year's supply of coffee.
Yeah, could be.
Who knows?
Maybe.